Uh, Hello everyone, we are from group number 12 and today we are going to present our DIY week 1 research work. The topic of our project is monitoring and control of water level in a tank. Swapnil, next slide please. Our team consists of 4 members, myself as Rohan, Swapnil Yashasvi, Pratik and Aryan Jha. So the main objective of our project is, as we know that 16% of daily water usage is through water tank overflow. So our model will basically reduce the chances of water overflow. A water detector is an electronic device that is designed to detect the presence of water for various purposes, such as to provide an alert in time to allow the prevention of water leakage. The benefits of this project are basically it is easy to install, it saves our time and our labor cost, and it has a quick connect design with LED indicators, which makes it easy to use. Basically, the model should be installed in less than 1 hour. Also, there are no moving parts or mechanical floats to break or rust, and which will ensure the extended durability and trouble-free maintenance. The further presentation will be carried out by Aryan.
So as we all know, like we can measure water level by different ways. So like 4 ways are continuous float level transmitters and ultrasonic level transmitter, which we will be doing in this project and using transistors and mechanical models. So like I'll be briefly talking about continuous float level transistors. So in continuous float level transistors, these are like there is a float ball which is hanged by a rod. So when water level reaches at the top, so like that ball starts floating and moving up and down. So by this, like there is a magnet inside it, so which sends electrical signal which is used to determine the level of the water. So like it has several disadvantages. Like if we use it in industry level, we cannot determine the intermediate level of water using it. And another disadvantage is it if we are using another liquid for like measuring another level of liquid, we cannot use with that because it cannot work with high viscosity. And from here Pratik will go on with ultrasonic level.
Okay, so this is another kind of setup for measuring the water level using an ultrasonic distance sensor and a microcontroller, Arduino in this case. The principle of this setup is very simple. The distance sensor is fixed on top lid of the water tank so that it can measure the depth of the water surface and feed it to the controller, which can then do whatever it is programmed to do, like switching on and off the motor, that is the water pump in this case, or setting off and on the alarm, etc. So this project can serve majorly three purposes, that is monitoring, control and alarm. All these variants can be implemented separately or in a single setup or any combination of the above three. They will just differ by a few components, that's it. What I mean by this is like if we want a completely automatic system, then this setup should keep on monitoring the water level continuously such that if it drops below a certain level, then the motor would be turned on automatically to pump in more water and the level will rise slowly. And the motor will stop if it crosses a certain maximum point. Now for the another case, if we want to give some manual power to this system, like the motor should be operated manually, then we could just attach an digital display equipment like an LCD display or any other equipment, which will display the water level as recorded by the sensor, and the user can switch on the pump accordingly. And if the level surpasses a certain maximum limit, then the alarm would be set on so as to warn the user to turn off the motor. Next slide. For implementing such setup for any purposes as I discussed, we would be needing in general all these components, and we are trying to implement this on a Tinkercad, which we'll discuss in the next week. So that's it. Now Swapnil will continue.
You could see in the given circuit, it doesn't require any sensors or microcontroller for its working. And you could see there's a red wire which is connected to the positive terminal of the 5-volt battery supply, power supply, and it touches the bottom of the glass surface. And you could see there are other 3 wires which are connected to the base of the BJT, and the free end of the wire is held at different heights, suspended at different heights in the glass. And as the water level rises up, it would touch the free end of the wire, and then the circuit would get complete and the LED would glow. As it subsequently rises above, the further LEDs will start glowing. And in this case, if we attach alarm buzzer in this case, then it would beep when the water level just touches the free end of the wire. And for stimulating the Tinkercad model of this circuit, we use these components: BJT, LED, resistor, battery, and the buzzer. Now Rohan would carry on further.
As you can see in the given slide, this is the simplest mechanical version of the circuit. It consists of a beaker with water and a conducting plate, battery, and a buzzer. The above bottle cap, which has been stick with a plate so as to measure the water level. As the water level increases in the beaker, the circuit gets completed and the buzzer blows off, indicating the water overflow. So that's it from our side. We will be doing in the next week Tinkercad stimulation, and third week will be presentation of hardware model. Thank you.
Good.